Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is regarding the presentation, sir, of PhilHealth on the premium ratio as of April 30. Kasi medyo bothering po yung financials ng PhilHealth ngayon. In the benefit expense, you presented as of April, 52,538 million ang benefit expense, sir. Ang question ko po, compared to last year, April 2019, how much is your benefit expense? Gusto ko lang pong ma-compare kung saan nanggaling yung bulk of payments.
Compared to 2019 to, we will extract it. It is not too far from 2019 because the impact of the COVID-19 started to become evident in April, May. But meron akong downtrend siya. Please hold on, ma'am, we extract the data.
Thank you, Mr. President. The reason why I ask this kasi currently I know we have the Philippine Hospital Associations and PMA with us today. They can correct me if I'm wrong. Currently kasi, sir, ang focus lahat ng services is on the COVID-19 response. No? So ang expenses ng PhilHealth, it's more of payment on tests and hospitalizations. But other services like non-COVID related, medyo na-suspend yung services natin. Like for example, yung mga elective surgeries natin, most of the Filipinos na may sakit, they don't go to hospital. In fact, mababa ang census ng non-COVID referral hospital as of now. And the doctors can attest to that. So gusto ko pong malaman kung saan nanggaling yung bulk ng expenses ng PhilHealth. Lahat ba ito ay COVID-related?
Hindi po. As a matter of fact, we have a lower benefit payments for 2019. Ang benefit payments po natin for April 30, 2019 was only 47.9 billion compared to 52.5 billion for this year. So mas mababa ho last year than this year. Tumaas pa ho yung benefit payments natin this year. In the first, up to April 30 po, up to April 30.
Thank you, Mr. President. Probably if you can disaggregate na lang, sir, how many % are COVID-related? Kasi ako, I was expecting mas bumaba po yung expense ninyo kasi yung binayaran nyo is more of COVID-related lang. And ang daming services talaga na na-delay and na-suspend at this time. So, for better appreciation, sir, kindly provide us yung details of disaggregated po. Ilang
Yes,
percent COVID-related. Before kasi, you have that presentation on the morbidities kasi ng top 10, which is for the like a decade yata ang case ninyo na pinakamataas na binabayadan is pneumonia, right? Which I'm sure as of this time, June, probably COVID ang pinakamataas at this time. So, for better appreciation lang, sir. And then, in your recommendation, sir, nakalagay po kasi ninyo doon is to postpone implementation of primary care benefit expansion and to delay the implementation of UHC. So, with the realization ng nangyari po ng COVID-19 and the pandemic, hindi ba mas kailangan natin paigtingin yung implementation of primary care services, particularly yung kabuuan po natin, yung loopholes in the health system, yung kahinaan ng health system natin, as presented kanina yung target ng DOH on the implementation like the primary care, the service delivery network, and of course yung financing natin. Hindi ba mas kailangan na magbigay tayo ng atensyon doon sa primary care packages or services?
We are trying to to respond to the COVID-19 threat, while at the same time, we are also in the meantime still executing the provisions of the 7875 na tuloy-tuloy pa rin ho naman. And dun ho sa universal healthcare, what we propose to do is to focus on the lighter expenditures of the primary healthcare, like the organization, accreditation, identification of the primary healthcare providers, the registration of the members, and if we have better data, maybe we can start to introduce later on the primary healthcare packages. Depends on how the COVID-19 pandemic will play out. As of this moment, we are taking a very prudent approach regarding the delivery of new packages under the universal healthcare. Dahil our collection is actually, to tell you the truth, ma'am, our collection is about 10% what it was last year. The collection from the direct contributors has dropped significantly kasi wala hong negosyo. Wala hong nagbabayad ng premium sa mga direct contributors. And yung indirect din ho, which also depend on business activity, has also suffered a downturn. So we are falling back on our reserve, which we anticipate is going to take a hit. As of this moment, we are still taking a very prudent stance as rolling out new packages, new benefits under the universal healthcare. But as I said, ma'am, as we get more data and as we see how this pandemic develops, maybe we can begin to plan to deliver packages under the primary healthcare package. Depends on how things turn out with the pandemic.
Thank you, Mr. President. I understand yung concern po natin in the income or collection ng PhilHealth. But for consideration, sir, sana tingnan natin, the more na dapat mag-focus tayo doon sa kalusugan ng ating mga mamamayan outside sa hospital, na, which is the primary care, no? Which means, ang magiging impact nun actually, mas maliles ang expenses ninyo into hospitalization. And ngayon, with the pandemic, marami tayong mga kababayan na hindi talaga nakakakita ng doktor o hindi pumupunta ng health facilities because of the fear, no? So, mas kailangan natin, ako ang paniniwala ko bilang doktor, mas kailangan natin sa panahong ito strengthen yung primary care services.